It's been October for a week now, and I haven't talked about super scary season. So I thought, why not now? Is it now the best time to talk about super scary season? Because it is super scary season. And I call it super scary season because I think spooky is just a little bit overdone. And what does spooky mean anyway? Like, everybody knows what scary is, and you definitely know what super scary is. And I just want to declare the next 3 weeks leading up to Halloween as super scary season. Spooky? Is that even really a word? I've always loved horror and absolutely loved Halloween from the time when I was only knee-high to a goblin. Costumes and scary movies, scary stories, those are all great. But I've also always thought that Halloween is like the most democratic holiday. Anybody can get the candy if they put in the footwork. Christmas, birthdays, those are all for rich kids. But us kids from the wrong side of the track, we made out like bandits on Halloween. But for super scary season on the YouTube channel, I want to focus on Junji Ito. And I've seen him called the master of Japanese horror, which I think is a pretty bold statement because there's such a great horror tradition in Japan. You know, you've got the great movies like The Grudge, The Ring, stuff I probably don't even know about. Lots of great horror comes out of Japan. But there is no denying that Junji Ito is a master of horror, if not the singular master of horror. And there's also just no doubting at all, no denying that he does have some great horrific images in his manga that really stick with you, that can haunt you when you close your eyes sometimes. I mean, they just make for these great, haunting is the best word for these super scary images that are drawn by Junji Ito. He also lists H.P. Lovecraft as an influence, and I can absolutely see it. His stories like Lovecraft, well, they derive fear from a... Excuse me for a minute. But yes, Junji Ito is a master of horror with like his own unique vision of what fear really is. And I think he manages to communicate fear in a way that absolutely clicks with us and we recognize the discomfort that the stories make us feel. But they also seem unique. It seems to be in a way that other people haven't done it. He doesn't take the easy way out and just have some guy chasing you around with a knife. Not that there's anything wrong with slashers, but he does have his own unique way of telling stories, which are great. So I'm going to review the man, his manga, and the anime adapted from it during Super Scary Season. Maybe I could also take in like some classic Japanese horror films, like some of those things I mentioned. Maybe some things I haven't. Maybe I find some things I don't even know about and we can talk about those. But what I'm curious about is, other than Junji Ito, do you folks have like any suggestions for the season of the witch, which is, I think, what Halloween 3 calls super scary season, particularly any Halloween themed anime or good horror anime that might be worth dipping our toe in, talking about a little bit during this season. So how do you personally feel about super scary season? Like, do you love it the way that I do, or do you hate it for some reason? Do you think it's overdone? Do you get annoyed by it? Whatever it is, let me know down in the comments. And also, let me know why if you don't mind. And with that, I'm going to say that I'm proud of you for watching anime. Enjoy super scary season, and let's get to it. Talk to you soon.